Hey Pallavi,
Hi, Ripu.
good afternoon.
Just wait a minute. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very
Some
well. Can you
issue
hear
with
me?
the audio.
Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Wait.
Pallavi, your network is a little bad.
Why can't I hear you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You can't hear me? Okay, guys, wait. We're having a technical glitch. I hear somebody calling me Chachu. Okay, who's that Chachu wala person? I can hear you. I can.
Okay. 1 minute.
You might want to. Okay. So while we fix this issue, um, आप सबने मोदी जी की बात तो सुन ही ली होगी. Favorite topic before we start. How's everyone taking it up? But so this was, I think, I'm forgetting the number of Mann Ki Baat it was. But if you all remember, it was September 29, 2019, when I was on Mann Ki Baat last year, which was regarding a campaign called Run to Make India Litter Free. And we're trying to get Pallavi back on as well. Let's try again. Okay, can you hear me now, Pallavi?
Yes, I can hear you. Actually, I
Okay,
made the
brilliant.
mistake of plugging in my audio, so I can hear you. You can see me also?
I can see you also. Your network is a little bad. You'll have to come a little closer to the camera. A little closer.
Okay.
Yeah, and your voice is a little feeble. Either you might have to speak a little louder, or I don't know what other option do we have.
Yeah, so now is it fine?
Much better. Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes, yes, you are very well audible.
Okay, so for the uninitiated and people who are there online, it Pallavi's and mine literally first Insta Live. So kindly bear with us that we're not very tech savvy, both of us. So she's a doctor and I just pick up trash. So that's it's not really great at technology, but great to have you, Pallavi. Quickly, I will just talking to everyone regarding the new series that I'm starting called Trash Talk with Blogman of India. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, unfortunately, with the pandemic, and we can't be in the midst of all of it. We will have to be here sitting at home, staying safe, and being a superhero by actually just staying at home and not contributing to the issues that are out there, right? And that is why we thought we'll do something which is probably giving out a message in a fun way and trying to get people from different fields and different genres to come and share their view of what's going on, what have they been doing, and probably something interesting that everyone can take away. So, without giving too much of Gyan and without going on my talk, let me just quickly introduce Pallavi. So, Dr. Pallavi Aga is a doctor and lifestyle consultant who believes in food and fitness for medicine. You don't need to take medicines, just use your food and fitness as your medicine. So, Pallavi, if you quickly want to just share on that.
Well, I think most of the people who have joined here know me very well. So, as a doctor, I absolutely and firmly believe in the fact that if we the foundation of health is built on two important pillars. One is food, the other is fitness. If you both of these are kept in balance, if they are in harmony with each other, if they are in sync with each other, there is hardly any need for taking medication for any of the problems. What I it's not my belief, but that's the reality. That's the truth. That if from a headache which is a little minor problem, to a knee pain which runners keep facing, and to lifestyle diseases like diabetes and hypertension. It is our body's way of speaking to us. So rather than just solving the problem, just watering the plant from the top and letting the roots absolutely rot is sheer wrong on our part. We have to listen to our body, and we have to see what is the underlying cause which is leading to the headache, to the joint pain, to diabetes, to any of these issues. And if we look into the underlying problem, I doubt if any of us would need medicines. Why should we?
Yeah, so that's Pallavi Aga for you. Always so passionate about fitness, health, and then nutrition in general. And you'll see through the conversation. By the way, for all of the people who are there and who will be joining us, we'll keep it short. We'll do probably 15 to 20 minutes as well. So do stay with us till the end, because it's going to be a fun conversation. So Pallavi, starting off. And before that also, if you guys have any questions, put that in there and I'll try to ask those questions of Pallavi, or we can come back to you later. So Pallavi, first question to you. In this lockdown, what are your top three nutritional
Goodness, there's
tips
a huge
to...
storm coming out here. Is
There's a
there
storm.
a storm?
Where do you stay?
This is Noida. pretty big storm going
Okay,
up. Yeah.
so the storm
Sorry for
hit
the
Delhi
yes.
in the morning. I think it hit a little bit in Gurgaon as well, and now it's coming to Noida. So we're all in there together in NCR. I hope
Vibhu,
it's
just
not
give me
too
1
bad.
second.
Yeah,
Just give
okay.
me 1 second. The doors are banging. Let me just hold on.
Sure. All right, people, another glitch. This time, environment playing with us. So kindly bear with us. And so while I was talking to Pallavi regarding health and nutrition, as she's so passionate about. Hello, Captain. Thank you for joining. Okay. Ashish, thanks for letting us know. So it's rain and storm in Noida. So Pallavi is just gone to fix her house before all hell breaks loose, and we'll wait for her to
I'm
join
back.
us.
I'm back. I mean, suddenly it's gone.
Okay,
I'm so
all
sorry.
right. So Pallavi, so yeah, there are a couple of people from Noida as well, and they confirming yes, you're not bluffing. It is actually a storm and rain. Okay, cool. So first question to you: what are your three top nutritional tips during this lockdown? What should people do? Primarily because we are right now, in terms of our activity has reduced. Our options have reduced in terms of activity as well. So your top three nutritional tips.
Absolutely. So let me share with you what exactly I am doing. So as soon as the lockdown started, I decided to put these top 3 nutritional tips in place, because I specifically did not want to gain any weight. In fact, I wanted to use this lockdown period because for most of us who lead an extremely busy life, it's a slight bit of a pause, not in a good way, but still it is a pause in our lives where we could slightly be stress free and sleep well. So
Yeah.
the first thing is intermittent fasting. So I started intermittent fasting in a pretty much big way, and I'm mindful about it. It's not that I am looking into 12 hours of fasting, 14 hours of fasting, 16 hours, but I am listening to my body. When
Okay.
I really feel hungry, it's only then when I'm eating. Otherwise, I'm trying to focus that whether am I hungry or is it out of boredom that I'm feeling like eating something. So usually I'm doing about 16 to 18 hours of intermittent fasting, which has actually helped me lose those 2, 3, 4 about 3 kgs. I think I've lost over this past lockdown period. All that gajar ka halwa and everything which I ate during the winters, I'm happy it's all gone. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that even when I'm eating during the eating period, because I'm not really doing much of workouts, some stairs, some body weight workouts I'm doing at home, some yoga, I don't need all those carbohydrates to give me all that extra burst of energy while I was running. So I have really curtailed my carbohydrates. I'm trying to take my carbohydrates from the vegetables itself, because we need to know that all the vegetables we eat, specifically the root vegetables like carrots and beetroots, I love both of them. I'm trying to take out my carbs from those,
Yeah.
and of course from the protein sources like lentils and legumes, because lentils and legumes have protein as well as carbohydrates in it. So I've completely stopped any other proteins carbohydrate source as much as
Okay.
possible, right? So this is the second tip. And the third
Right.
tip, of course, hydration. So I am carrying my flask with me everywhere. I am always filling it with the lemon and lemon water, putting in a little bit of salt and my glass. And I would be, even during this conversation, I'll be continuously drinking water. We have to remember to stay hydrated because hydration is the key. So these are the top 3 nutritional tips.
Awesome. So for people who just joined, 3 top nutritional tips that Dr. Pallavi Aga just gave us. One is intermittent fasting. It's a so it's a great way to right now manage your metabolism, manage your eating schedule as well, because you have too much time on your hands. So don't start eating 8 to 10 meals a day, especially when your activity is reduced. Secondly,
Absolutely. Because see, we are bored.
yeah,
We are always feeling like snacking or eating something or the other.
exactly, right? तो हमारे पास और कोई पास टाइम नहीं है, तो food should not become our time pass. It's important to keep our bodies going, but that shouldn't become our time pass.
Absolutely.
B, manage your carbs and proteins better, because so basically आपकी activity reduce हो गई है, so you don't need as much carbs, but that shouldn't lead to lethargy, right? So manage your proteins well. And hydration is extremely important. I know a lot of people who probably forgotten about hydration, and that leads to dehydration still. The weather's going bad, so take care of your hydration. So those are top 3 tips. Pallavi Aga, thank you so much. Next question. Primary difference. So Pallavi, आपके profession में you deal with 2 primary sets of people, runners and non-runners. Non-runners में different kinds of fitness enthusiasts, crossfitters, so on and so forth. What is that primary nutritional difference that they should look at, according
Well,
to you?
according to me, runners specifically, when on a normal routine, actually there is not much of a difference, because both when we're seeing a non-training period, because some amount of carbohydrates the CrossFit people also need, the weight training people also need, the runners also need. But it is when we are really going in for the long training, for people who are looking into specifically into the full marathon and the ultra marathons, it's then when the role of the carbohydrates really come in an important way. Even though you will be surprised to know that now fat adaptation is coming in a big way, because now keto and fat adaptation is the new topic of research amidst athletes. And we have seen Mark Allen and so many of them are talking a lot about how they are running for hours only by using their own fat as fuel, but that's a topic in itself. On for routine people like us, we do need fueling by some amount of carbs. Again, by those carbohydrates, I would please prefer that we should take the complex carbohydrates. Do not move into taking those sugary, sweet energy drinks, which we are constantly guzzling. We don't need that much of carbohydrates all the time that we have to, after every half an hour of run, we are guzzling down those sugary sweet drinks. A bit of dates, a bit of raisins, some amount of gur, that's pretty much good enough to sustain our long runs. Protein,
Right.
is a must in both the people. Protein is actually the fulcrum. Protein is mandatory. So in
Yeah.
no way whatsoever should we ever compromise on our protein intake.
Right.
For the new guidelines of protein is almost 1.2 to 1.7 gram per kilogram of your ideal body weight. I'm not talking about people who are looking into losing weight, but of your ideal body weight. For instance, if my ideal body weight is, according to my height, is like 60 kgs, then at least 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilograms of protein I need to consume. Otherwise, our body has no way of making protein, so we'll end up losing our muscle mass, and that leads to a lot of
Right.
issues.
So quick question on that. Generally, the lowest or the highest weight that you can have within a certain body type is generally there's a range to it, right? So we take the middle weight.
Yes.
We take the center
Yes.
figure, right? That's what you're referring to.
Runners always
Okay.
tend to be a little underweight,
Yes, of
because
course.
in spite of doing whatever they can, they do end up losing a bit of their
Losing
muscle
muscle.
mass. So we have always seen the runners to be thin, and the muscles are there, but they're really on the leaner and more skinnier side, whereas the gym people are on the more bulky side. So that's each to his own.
So I saw a question coming in, but before that, I'll ask you a fun question. Can we not have cheat days at all? I mean, I see you talking about I mean, managing the diet, do this, do that, right? I am against this, I am against that. You're like a social activist on social media all the time. I mean, it's just social media. It doesn't have to be social activism all the time. But you always say don't have cheat days. So can we not have cheat days at all? And it's
So
a
there are
personal
times
question. I mean, yeah.
it's when I go to a party, then I tell people, don't click my photo. I'm not eating this.
Okay, so we can have cheat days, but yeah, how
So
frequent?
yes, I absolutely see, and in fact, you know what? It is in on the research articles, it is there that sometimes you need to reset your bodies. And I mean, let me give you an example. All of you know my daughter is there in Australia, and she just called me one day because she's on a strict keto. She's worked on her PCOD issues and everything, and she said that this lockdown is going on there, and everybody else is. There was something going on in their apartment block, and people were, a couple of friends were getting together and having pasta and all that stuff, which otherwise I don't believe in. So exactly the same thing I told her, that sometimes it's the mental happiness which is more
Yeah.
important. So once in a while you have your cheat meals, but by cheat meals, what I would really want you people to have is to at least avoid sugar and maida. Of course, one odd
Okay.
ice cream, one odd pasta, one odd pizza is not going to do anything.
I'll tell you
But
one more thing.
yeah,
Cake as well. I mean, I bake cakes at home for my nieces, right? So that also has maida. So see, that is also fine.
you should try baking from the low carb flour which I have launched. I'm making really good cakes out of them because I do a lot of
Okay.
baking at home as well.
Sure. We'll
So
talk about it. Especially
yes.
your brand, like you just mentioned. So you tell us about this new brand that you started, PA Lifestyle. And
Yeah, so
yeah, I mean, what are you doing? How are you promoting it? What is it healthy? Is it organic? What is it? Tell us
yes, so
all you
these
can.
are very, very, very small home-based commercial brand that I have launched, because most of these are the food items I always use in my day-to-day life. Stuff like some of it is simple stuff like hemp seeds. Not many people know how good hemp seeds are. It's got the full range of amino acids in it, and actually Pahadis use it a lot to make the green chutney. But pahadis ke alawa, not many people know, and because it's got a tinge of the hemp seed oil in it, it's pretty much good for your recovery, post run recovery. So I put it in my smoothies, and I make chutney and everything out of it. So like hemp seeds, some of these are like here, like this is like a red rice. There is some red rice, black rice.
Okay.
All of these have higher amounts of protein in it. Again, like this is hemp seeds. These are green seeds, and you can make chutney, you can make porridge, you can just put them in your protein smoothie, and they taste really good. It's got a very nice taste to it. Quinoa and all of these. The main thing which I'm trying to patent under my brand is the low carb atta, which is it's got very less amount of grains in it, because again I don't believe in eating too much grains unless we are going in for again long runs.
Okay.
It's got more seeds and nuts in it. So the amount of carbs has reduced, the amount of fat and the amount of protein has increased. So again, there are a couple of two bifurcations. One is just the low carb, which we can use in all our day-to-day cooking, and one has even higher range of protein and fats in it, which is specifically for diabetics or the people who are looking into following their keto diet plans. So you
Okay.
can make anything out of it. I mean, if
Right.
you must be seeing on Instagram, I'm posting so many pics these
Yes.
days.
So
Any
I
and
guess
everything you can discuss.
so. Basically, in total, if I got it, it's healthy and it's tasty. So we'll folks hang on. If you want to maybe order a couple of PA lifestyle products, we'll tell you how to by the end of it. So Pallavi, I've also
Absolutely.
heard that you don't you say junk food is bad for not just the health but for the environment. I mean, environment. I get why health, but why environment?
I think this is one line which I have used many times everywhere, that the moment we open a packet of junk food, whether it's anything which is purchased from the market in those shiny paper wrappers, number one, we are eating all the toxic and the chemicals and all the stuff in that, and we are eating it, so we are spoiling our inner environment. And people say very nicely and sweetly to me, that post which I had posted, that no, we are not spreading trash. Okay, but well, you are throwing it in the dustbin, and ultimately it's going to go into trash, right? So by spreading trash, I don't mean that you are, none of us do that we are throwing stuff here, there, everywhere. Even if you are putting it in the dustbin, you are leading to the spread of litter, the spread of trash, and to all those shiny paper things. So you are spoiling your inner environment, you're spoiling the outer environment, and for what reason? You are filling in the pockets of the multinational companies. What are you doing to yourself? No good. So I really am firmly against junk. It just irritates me to no end when people are just not, still till today, when this virus is causing so much of havoc, people are not understanding that it's how we have been treating the universe and the environment. Maybe the humans are the pandemics. I've always thought that. It's,
Well, I mean,
it's
that's an extreme thought. I mean, a couple of my friends
You
from France had
never know.
also, yeah.
I'm looking at clean skies, and I'm looking at the greenery, I'm looking at the birds, and I'm thinking when the lockdown is over, maybe the universe will think, oh my God, the human pandemic is back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that we learn from it. And like you rightly said, junk food is not just junk for our inner environment, which is our body. It's absolutely a menace and a junk for our exterior environment as well. Which is basically, if that remains, that exterior environment remains, will our bodies remain as well, right? So please, guys, work on alternatives. And that is why, Pallavi, coming to this question, how are you with your brand cutting down on all the single-use plastic or the menace that we see around? What are you doing about it?
Well, we can see these are paper packages. So this is my gluten-free, cold-grinded, high-protein,
Okay.
antioxidant-rich natural seeds. This is the low-carb atta. These are paper packets. This has
Okay.
got it's got a zip here. It's got this
Right.
opening out here. So we just open it, open the zip, put it in the fridge because they have to be stored in the fridge. They're preservative-free,
Yeah.
and then you can just reuse it for keeping anything, whatever you would wish to. They're just paper packs. So
Okay. So
I mean, whatever I
refillable
have,
paper bags. Ziploc paper
absolutely.
bag is what you have right now. Okay. I'm not an
Yes,
expert in all of this, but I guess as long as you're doing something mindfully, trying to move away from single-use plastic, I think that's all that we can do. And as we learn more, as we understand about alternatives, we should move towards those reusable alternatives. But so to that point, Pallavi, have you heard of the school challenge that I started called Plastic Upvas? You have.
absolutely.
Okay. So I will ask you one single use item that you will shun from your life as your plastic upvas, and if you want to give that message out to your followers as well.
Yep. I mean, I think most useless thing ever is the plastic straws.
Okay.
That's something like the most useless thing. So we have been shunning it since, like, I think since you started your thing, and we started it
Awesome.
with you, and we
Yeah.
did the pledge,
Brilliant.
and of course I mean, I think more than me, both my daughters, I mean, sometimes they create quite a big scene if they are given plastic straws in any of the restaurants, or any of the younger ones especially. So I think more than me, the kids, I'm so happy that the younger generation is. I might sometimes, do, just forget, because it's,
Of
we
course.
have to get it into a grain, right? But I must say, I'm so proud of most of our younger generation. I think they are doing a lot for they're
So
actually being
straws.
very,
So straws is the answer, right? Okay.
yes.
I say straws are
And
stupid.
even small
Hashtag straws
bottles.
are
I'm
stupid.
trying not
Okay.
to, I try to carry my steel thermos everywhere. And wherever
But
people do give
what about
small
the
bottles,
marathons then?
the marathons, of course, now we are all carrying
Okay.
our bottles and our water sleeves and whatever else we can get. We're
Brilliant.
trying to do that.
Okay. Where there's a will, there's a way. All right. So
Absolutely.
fun question coming at you. Personal question, Pallavi. Do you remember the sweetest thing that you ever said to me?
Well, I think sweetest thing. I've said many sweet things to you, maybe. But
Thank you so
I mean,
much. But what's the sweetest?
I think one of the nice. I've said that many times to you, that you're one of the nicest and sweetest guys I've ever met, and I think this. I seem to remember. I think it was in Anandpur Sahib when we also got a photo clicked with a little puppy. You were petting that puppy and trashing, and then I think I came from behind, and then I think what I said was that maybe if you were younger or one of my daughters were older, you would be, really nice boyfriend for them.
So, are your daughters
Because
online? No, right?
what thing?
So, are your daughters online right now? No, right?
I I don't think so.
Okay.
They would then tell me,
Okay.
Mama, you embarrass me so much. And I remember that I had come home and said, I had told them this too, because I think both of them know you pretty well, especially the younger one.
Yes, of course,
So
I
I,
spoke
I
with
had said that to her, that, somebody like, you should get somebody like this guy. And they were like, oh my God.
I mean, I honestly at that moment I didn't know what to say. But right now I can flaunt this and say, I mean, I can consider myself a pretty eligible bachelor since Pallavi Aga thinks of me like that. So yeah, thank you so much, Pallavi. Okay, coming back. All right. So what is so after lockdown, Pallavi? Okay, right now in during this lockdown, what are your top two things that you probably started doing and that you will continue after the lockdown as well?
So this is what I started doing for the environment, or for just
Anything,
myself.
anything. Yourself for fitness, anything
Uh,
good.
For myself, intermittent fasting is something I've always been doing, and I will always continue doing it. I don't think for myself alone, I did not start anything new, but yes, a couple of interesting things which I did because we were all without any domestic help was the vegetable peelings, and I managed to reuse and save a lot of water because I was doing, I was putting some utensils below the tap. So when I was washing them, I was collecting the water, and then I was recollecting the water, and the water which was not very dirty, I was putting it for my pocha. And then, I was definitely, I saved up on a lot of water. Was saving up on a lot of electricity. I made it a big issue in my house that even if you are going out for 5 minutes, please switch off all the stuff. So ultimately, my whole family got in sync with me, and this was one thing I started doing. And vegetable peelings. I suddenly one fine day realized that we are wasting too much of vegetable peels. Let me just wash them very well. And when I was cooking the chicken stew for my dog, I put all the peelings in the stew, and it landed up to it all got absorbed in the gravy, and it gave her good fiber, and I think her coat has become much more healthy since I started putting this. And
Oh,
yes, I also started reusing all the glass bottles because of the intermittent fasting. I was drinking a lot of apple cider vinegar.
oh,
Otherwise, also I like drinking it because it gives me both the probiotics and the sodium potassium. So I started using all the apple cider vinegar and the ones. I am not a big drinker, but whatever my husband was using for his rum and his wine and everything. So it's very interesting that currently in our fridge we have. Old monk and some wine and apple cider vinegar. All the bottles are it's a
okay.
it's an interesting variety which we have in the fridge. So we completely given up on any plastic bottles, even Tupperware, none of them. It's all glass bottles now, and all
Brilliant.
not bought from the market at all. So
Okay,
these
the
things I
stuff
think I
that
will
I
definitely.
no, so those are your three key takeaways, and that's wonderful because all of them at some level, your own fitness or the environment it's working towards. What I like the second part was about the peels. That adds a lot of fiber to your dog's nutrition. I mean, I've at a personal level, I've started entering the kitchen a little more because although I can cook, but I wasn't really able to cook because of my schedule. And I've entered the kitchen a few times. And one day I completely took over the kitchen because it was my mom's birthday. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, all of it was prepared by me. And then I realized how much of um, wet waste we create, and we
We do.
don't have enough capacity to even compost. Right. So that was a revelation for me as well. And obviously, we need to find such alternatives like you gave just now to also use our wet waste appropriately. We don't
Absolutely.
know whether it goes into compost when it goes to municipalities as well. The best way to handle all of it is to handle within the households. Cut down all the waste that you can generate, and if you generate some of
Absolutely.
it, then reuse as much of it as possible. So I think that's
If
wonderful,
possible,
Pallavi.
even like the hard stems of broccoli and gobi, what I started doing, I was just to put them all in the blender and then put them in her stew. So they just
Awesome.
became soft and she ate all of it up and really I think her health and her coat has improved a lot.
Okay, awesome. So one question that came earlier was from Ashish. He's from Noida as well, and pretty much bearing the brunt of the storm. So we should ask that question since he stayed on. So what's your take on veganism?
That's a very
New
controversial
fad?
topic. I would not like to get into it. And all those people who
Why?
know me very well know that I am not a proponent of veganism at all. And now this is a very long topic. People would have become very, whatever I have read as a doctor and also an animal lover, all those who know me know I love my animals, is that it's ultimately more of fake food that we are making. I mean, we are making artificial meat from soya bean and then we are putting up the factories. So we are in a way then through vegans also destroying the nature, because we are putting up the factories to make all the soya bean burgers and all of that kind of stuff. And I would not mind vegetarianism. Of course, I am not a hardcore non-veg. I love my paneer and I love my milk as well. But it's not that all the vegan food is also, it's all ultimately made in a factory.
Yeah.
And even if if you see almonds, walnuts, whatever are available, they are outsourced from somewhere. They are processed somewhere. So in a way, it doesn't really. I mean, I am not a proponent of
Okay.
veganism.
So if I have to summarize and put a balance to what you said and what veganism is all about, I think it's all about finding what you're
Personal.
passionate about, what works for you,
Absolutely. And
right?
also,
Don't follow the
one thing
herd.
I would definitely like to say that then it's your own food choices. The one problem sometimes I do have with vegans is that then this, really start posting stuff like, then people like me who are also animal lovers, it just irks us that don't shove
Yeah,
choices down anybody's. I mean, being a doctor, I
absolutely.
know that the good quality protein is extremely essential. And if you're a vegan, the only one thing I would like to say is then you will have to take some form of whey protein, because there is no which way where, like I'm just having my peanuts right now, peanuts, walnuts, almonds, even soya bean would be able to suffice your protein content in the body.
Yeah. So to add to what you said, I mean, actually to summarize, I think not just in veganism, but anything that we do in life, right? Firstly, it's very important that the voice should be inside you. Something should say this is the right thing to do, and don't
Absolutely.
stuff your choices on other people. Anything for that matter, right? Even when I start Bloggers of India or anything that I do for that matter, I know absolutely whatever that I'm doing is 100% right, and I can push that message out to anyone. But I don't do that. That's not the right way of doing it. Lead by example, I say. In fact, I say don't even lead. Just act when no one is seeing. Your character is defined by what you do when no one is seeing. So it's better to do your thing and let people follow you if that's the right thing to do, and automatically people will follow you. So don't stuff your
Absolutely.
choices. It's not just in veganism. There's a lot of other isms out there right now that I don't want to talk about. But yeah, I mean, if you feel strongly about veganism, ensure that you don't follow the herd. Read as much as possible. Know what's right, what's wrong, because no choice is 100% absolute. No choice is
Absolutely.
100% right, right?
And,
Everything has
and
its flaws. Please know that.
and
Yeah,
don't make your food choices on the movie Game Changers, because there is a lot of back behind the scenes multinational companies which are trying to
of
promote
course.
veganism to put their own factories out there. So don't
Well,
go
that's
on
what I'm
one
saying.
movie on one.
Don't be the herd. Be know 100% what you're trying to do, and then go ahead and do it. All right. So, lastly,
Absolutely.
Pallavi, before we get into quickly the last part of it, what if you have to tell people, according to you, what we should do at the end of this lockdown? I mean, what's your call to action? What should people do?
So I don't know. I lost your voice all over again. 1 second. I think some problem with the network post storm.
Can you hear me now?
1 second. Yeah, I can hear you, but very softly. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Right. What we say?
What's your call to action for people? What should they do at the end of the lockdown?
I think the take-home message and what we should do at the end of the lockdown is definitely eat clean, build your immunity, and heal the universe. It's the universe's way of telling us that I need healing. So treat yourself kindly, treat the universe kindly, eat clean, eat. Do not parties mindlessly. Again, it's mindfulness. I mean, it's not that I'm saying don't party.
Party.
I love my parties
Yeah.
as well, but don't drink, don't smoke, don't party mindlessly. Eat clean, completely. Please avoid this all junk food, the thing, and yeah, I mean, treat the universe kindly. Do your bit for the universe. We all of us can't do something which what you are doing with that much amount of passion, but each of us, if we do our own bit, then you can well imagine how much things would be so much better.
Yeah, awesome. So I think what you mentioned, I'll just mention one last thing on top of it is for all the cigarette smokers. I mean, if you're still smoking cigarettes, what you should do is probably once you smoked up the cigarette, the bud of it, keep a bottle with you and keep stuffing all the buds in it, so that in a few days you'll realize how much cigarettes have you smoked up and whether you should be smoking so much as well. It probably will work on your health and probably will save the environment as well in the longer term. So, thanks, Pallavi. Thank you so much for being here. Now that we're doing this and I'm doing this, we'll have to take the pledge for Swachh Bharat. So, are you okay to do that? Are you open? Let's do it.
Your pledge?
Yes.
Absolutely. I think I had taken the pledge with you when we had started your.
Not a lot of people have, so we'll get them to do it as well.
Absolutely.
So because we are online, we'll take our hands up and put it across our hearts, and yeah, and we'll do it. We'll do this in Hindi because most of our audience is right now Hindi. So okay, all right. मैं अपना नाम start करूँगा and then you take your name, Pallavi, and we
Your
continue after
audio
that,
is,
right?
I don't know what's the issue with the audio.
My audio is bad. Is
I
it better now?
Post this thing now storm. I think suddenly the signal is going. I don't. My phone is
Okay.
on Wi-Fi.
All right.
Yeah. So what? I think shall I go off the video and then maybe I'll be able to hear you better.
Okay, maybe. So we'll just wrap it up. But I want to thank you, Pallavi, for being here and sharing such nice messages. And before you go off, for all the people who want to get in touch with you, what's the best way? On your Instagram, Pallavi Aga?
Yeah, I think I am everywhere. I'm on Instagram, on Facebook, and my number I think is with most of the people who have
No, if there are
joined
other
me
people
here.
who want to contact.
So you could DM me, WhatsApp to me, DM to me, and within Delhi about my products, I'm definitely trying to courier them as much as possible. But it's only we can only restart post lockdown because
Okay.
everybody is facing so much of issues.
So if you want to reach out and have any more questions to Pallavi, then it's her Instagram handle Pallavi Aga, and she's also on Facebook, Dr. Pallavi Aga. So go check her out. The contact number and email IDs are there. We'll start with the pledge now. All right. Okay,
Also,
Pallavi.
I think I also would like to say that most of what we have talked about, I have my own YouTube channel, Pallavi Aga, and there is a lot of information there about intermittent fasting, about immunity, about skincare, about protein, about whatever possible, whatever I've spoken right now, it's all there on my YouTube channel for all of those who would wish to know more, especially about intermittent fasting, because I definitely feel it's the magic pill to build immunity and to not only lose weight, but just be healthy. So you could go to my YouTube channel and catch all the videos. They're short videos, 3 to 5 minutes of those videos, and with a lot of information there.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So we'll take the pledge now, and you can go off and take the pledge while we're there.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go off.
Right,
Thank you
Pallavi.
so much for having me online.
Thank you for being
It
here.
was my pleasure. It was really good, and that's just awesome work. What you are doing is completely. We have all my appreciation.
Thank you. All right. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
I'm
That was
going off
Pallavi
air now,
Aga.
and then I'll
Yeah.
take the pledge with you.
Yes. Okay. All right. So everyone, quickly, your hands, cross your hearts, and we're gonna take the pledge for Swachh Bharat in Hindi. मैं रिपु दामन ये शपथ लेता हूँ कि अपना कचरा सिर्फ कूड़ेदान में डालूंगा। जहां भी जाऊंगा अपना झोला लेकर चलूंगा। और so now Pallavi can hear me well. So जहां भी जाऊंगा अपना झोला लेकर चलूंगा और पॉलिथीन और प्लास्टिक बैग्स को ना कहूंगा। जहां भी जाऊंगा अपनी वाटर बॉटल लेकर चलूंगा और सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक बॉटल्स को ना कहूंगा और किसी तरह की स्ट्रॉस को भी ना कहूंगा। और इन सब की वजह से अपने देश को, अपने भारत को साफ रखूंगा और दुनिया का सबसे साफ देश बनाऊंगा। जय हिंद, जय भारत। Thank you. So thank you everyone for joining in. I am gonna come up with our schedule for the rest of the week very soon today in the next couple of hours. So please keep an eye out for what we have for the rest of the week. There are a couple of really nice surprises because like I shared, we're trying to get people from across the fields. So there could be somebody from an environment background or doing blogging somewhere in Australia versus somebody who's an RJ working has a very is very passionate about the environment. It could be a couple of Bollywood people as well and some government officials. So it's going to be people from across the fields. So keep an eye out for the schedule. I'm going to be sharing that in the next few hours. And tomorrow and day after, we have a couple of really interesting programs lined up. So see you tomorrow and the rest of the week. Thank you so much.